Today, I want to tell you 3 quotes that I try to think about and follow in my life. I want to talk about 3 sayings that I heard that have made an impact on the way that I live. The first saying is something that my mom always told me growing up. The first saying is something that when I was a kid, my mom said to me a lot. The saying is, it's not about what you say, it's about how you say it. Again, the saying is, it's not about what you say, it's about how you say it. What does that mean? This saying means that when you are speaking to someone, your tone of voice and the words you choose, combined with the gestures you are making, are just as important as the content of your message. For example, if someone wasn't cooperating with me, it's not going to be helpful to yell at them, to speak in a loud, angry tone. Instead, it's going to be a lot more effective to speak to them at a normal volume, using words that are not angry, but instead are trying to find a solution. I use this saying in my life when I feel like I'm angry or that someone isn't understanding what I'm trying to say. The second quote, the second saying that I really like goes like this. You can tell a lot about a person by the way that they handle 3 things: a rainy day, lost luggage, and tangled Christmas tree lights. What does this saying mean? Let's break it down. Let's discover the meaning piece by piece. The first part of the saying is, you can tell a lot about a person. This means you can understand what a person's personality is like. You can understand a lot about a person's personality by the following 3 situations. How they handle means how a person navigates a specific situation or problem. The three situations are a rainy day, lost luggage, and tangled Christmas tree lights. All three of these situations are a little bit annoying. If you lose your luggage, if you can't find your suitcase, you won't have access to whatever you put inside your suitcase, your luggage. If it's a rainy day, if the weather outside is rainy, then you might not be able to go outside and do the activities you were originally planning. And tangled Christmas tree lights means that when you were trying to decorate with lights for Christmas, they became a mess. They became tangled. These three situations test a person's character, a person's personality, and their ability to deal with problems. So, by putting a person in these three situations, you can see how they will navigate them. I use this saying in my life when there's a situation that's a little bit annoying. I try to remember that these somewhat annoying situations and how I handle them, how I deal with them, says a lot about my character, my personality. The third saying that I love is this: people will forget what you did, but they will never forget how you made them feel. This saying means that people won't remember the actions that you take. Maybe sometimes, but often those actions will be forgotten. However, people will remember the way that your words and your actions made them feel. They will remember if your words or actions made them feel included, made them feel loved, made them feel cared about and appreciated. I really like this quote because one thing that is very important to me is making sure that my actions and my words make the people around me feel appreciated. This quote, this saying, reminds me to make sure that anything I'm saying or doing is not only a selfish thing to do. It reminds me to make sure that my words and actions are helpful to other people. I hope that you enjoyed listening to my 3 favorite sayings or quotes. If there's a part that you're confused about, don't worry. When you listen more, you'll be able to understand these sayings. Sayings, or quotes, can be hard to understand if you're not a native speaker of a language. I hope you have a great day.